Hey guys, Viking 82 here, back with the next part of the recent raid that I did. Yeah, this is going to be all the new stuff. The first things I'm going to show, though, is I actually picked up a book and a few DVDs and a Blu-ray. I found this at half-price books, and according to Amazon, because I was looking up to see if it was, what the reviews were, this isn't supposed to be out till October, and they had this already out, and it was like $5. And it's A History of Heavy Metal by Andrew O'Neill. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to give that a read. And of course, I actually pre-ordered this. This is the new Kitty documentary, Origins and Evolutions. I absolutely love Kitty. And this is the 3-disc edition. Has the DVD, Blu-ray, and soundtrack CD to it. I've watched the documentary, and it is really, really good. It was really it makes you appreciate this band a little bit more if you're already a fan. You see all the stuff that they had to go through. And then I got this at the half-price books about the same time I got the book there, and that is Korn, Live on the Other Side. This was actually put out still around the time that I was still really, I can say, big into Korn before they started adding dubstep and stupid shit to their sound. So, really looking forward to watching that. And of course, having seen this band live recently, I had to pick this up when I found it on eBay. And that is Hatebreed with Live Dominance. So, yeah, even though I've seen these guys live, it's going to be cool just to see them kind of at a earlier stage in their career, see how their stage show has, I guess you could say, developed from the beginning, I guess you could say. I don't know. Alright, first little stack here came from Comatose Music. They had a, they usually have the sale buy 3, get 1 free, but because it's around tax time, they had a special sale going on, like buy 3, get 1 free, plus 1 Comatose release for free. So, I'll show you the free ones that I got, and this is a band that everybody's told me is really terrible, but you have some that actually enjoy it, but, I thought it's going to be free, I might as well try it out for myself. This is Phil Anselmo's black metal project, Viking Crown with Unorthodox Steps of Ritual. And, yeah, definitely not the best black metal that I have ever heard, but definitely not the worst that I have ever heard. Probably the most true black metal sounding that you could, track on here would probably be the last one, Invocation Towards the Conjuration of Black Souls. But, yeah, it's a good thing it was free, I'll just say that. And then the Comatose release I got is a band that I've been needing to get more in my collection anyway, and that is Prostitute Disfigurement with Deeds of Derangement. Try to get through this as quickly as I can because I have got a ton to show here. Then we have Human Barbecue with Basement Butchery, a band that I've been seeing and reading a lot about here lately, and I wanted to finally get something of theirs in my collection. And we have Dark Fortress, Tales from Eternal Dusk. Really good black metal. Because Comatose does sell black metal, but they mainly specialize in death metal. Then we have Hellish God with The Evil Emanations. This is a band that I've been hearing a lot about, and I listened to a little bit of this on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I've got to get that. And as soon as I saw this was in the Comatose store, I was like, yep, that's mine. And what was cool is that this actually came with a little poster of the artwork. So I'll have to get that hung up. And the main reason that I made an order from Comatose is this one right here. My buddy Bono told me about this band, and I just had to pick this up when I heard them. This is Xenomorphic Contamination with Colonized from the Inside. Awesome, awesome tech death. Just some sick vocals. Just really good stuff. If you love tech death, definitely check these guys out. Now, next little stack are things that I picked up just kind of in the stores. The first 2 actually came from work. I bought these on my lunch break one day. But this is Jimi Hendrix with Both Sides of the Sky. And this is a new studio album, which essentially is just songs that have never been released before, I guess. And the family decided to put it out and make a new album, so I had to pick it up. And my buddy Charlie Pettifer, hopefully I said your last name right, dude. I always have trouble saying it. Kind of convinced me a long time ago to listen to this album because, you know, I've not been a huge Metallica fan ever since the Black album. I've not really cared too much for what they've done after. But I enjoyed the songs off of this, and it was like $9. So I picked up Death Magnetic. And I actually find myself really enjoying this. I mean, some of the songs could have ended a lot sooner, but, you know. And the next three, I'm just going to show. I'm not going to show the insides because, you know, you've seen these all before. But, you know, replacing signed copies, got Killswitch Engage, Alive or Just Breathing, the Acacia Strain, The Dead Walk, and their latest one, Grave Bloom. Alright, next two, I just got yesterday, and I ordered these directly from the band. This is a project featuring members of Devour the Unborn. This is Defleshed and Gutted with their self-titled. And I can't remember if I replaced the... No, didn't replace the tray on this one because, you know, some of the teeth got broken, so I had to replace that after this video. And then their other album, The Prophecy in the Entrails. Really good, brutal death metal. If you're a fan of Devour the Unborn, then you will probably definitely enjoy this. And I actually got sent a copy of the new Wormlight album, Wrath of the Wilds, by Oliver over at Blackline Records. I am going to be reviewing this, and I know I have to do a review for the new Soul Dissolution as well. But, yeah, just got to get my, act together and get those done. Even threw in a couple stickers, which was really cool. And, of course, I've also been ordering a bunch from Amazon. I actually just remembered I actually picked this one up in the stores on the day it was released. This is Light the Torch with Revival. If you don't know, this is basically Howard from Killswitch, former Killswitch Engage. This is his project. Used to be called The Devil You Know, but for some reason they had to change their name, or they wanted to change their name. They changed it to Light the Torch. But really, really good. But yeah, I've been ordering a bunch from Amazon here lately, and replacing some stuff that I got signed, among other things. So, again, replacing stuff that has been signed. We have the new Hatebreed, Concrete Confessional, Rise of Brutality, and Supremacy. And one that I actually didn't have, and I didn't even know it was still available, is their debut EP, Under the Knife. So I saw this was available, and it was like really cheap, so I picked this up. I kind of wish I had this to get it signed when I saw them live and had the meet and greet, but, it's whatever. Who knows, they might come back and have another meet and greet, and I can get it signed then. But some of the other stuff that I've picked up from Amazon, finally got something from this band. I finally checked them out. I kept seeing their name pop up here and there, and finally decided, I'm going to finally check them out. They always seem like they have really cool covers and stuff, which I know is kind of a stupid reason to check a band out, but the cover art is usually the first thing that catches your attention. But this is Veil of Noth with the Prodigal Empire. Jesus. I gave this a spin the other day. Really good, kind of techy death metal. I'm definitely going to check out more of their stuff. Finally picked up the two albums from Putridity. I'm pretty sure this is the only ones they have. Degenerating Anthropophagical Euphoria. That's a mouthful. Yeah, I've listened to these guys before. I just, for some reason, just never got around to picking up their albums. Then we have Ignominious Atonement. What kind of made me go ahead and pick these up is I saw somebody post about one of these albums on Facebook. I'm like, God damn it. I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and buy them. And we have Salt the Wound with Carnal Repercussions. Pretty good deathcore here. And this is a band that I used to see this album in half-price books all the time, but the disc was just jacked, and there was just no way I was going to pay even that cheap price for it. Then we have Infected Dead, Archaic Malevolence. Again, really solid death metal. One that I actually found out by accident. I was just scrolling through Facebook, and then somebody in one of the groups I was a part of posted about this, and I listened to the song. Immediately picked it up. Got another Prostitute Disfigurement. This is Left in Grisly Fashion. Like I said, Prostitute Disfigurement is a band that I've been meaning to get more in my collection, and, you know, as with a lot of things, you get sidetracked getting, you know, newer bands, and then, you know, new releases and stuff, and you just kind of forget about it. Finally picked up my first Wormed CD. I've been wanting to get Wormed stuff for a while. I actually have a shirt of theirs, so now I can actually say, all right, now I've got the music to go, you know, I can actually officially wear the shirt. But this is, Quasi-Neutrality. God, I couldn't hardly read the font there. Really solid stuff. I finally, I spun this the other day. Really good, so really happy to finally have something of theirs in my collection. Got another Disavowed album. This is Stagnated Existence. You know, a lot of these I was going through my wish list because one weekend I went out shopping and I just couldn't find jack shit. And I just started going through my wish list and picking up stuff that was super cheap, and really glad I did, because these next three from the same band are, you know, again, expanding my hardcore collection. I've been wanting to get more from them, and these were marked down like really, really cheap. This is Born from Pain, Survival. Again, kind of metallic hardcore, I guess you can say. Similar to Hatebreed in a way. I believe these guys are a German band too, so if you like Hatebreed and bands like that, then definitely check these guys out. Then we have War. Whoa, there went the disc. I'll get that in a minute. And then this one I bought a long time ago at a used store, but it had a disc from a different album in it. You know, it was still Born from Pain, but it was one of their other albums. But I finally have a copy of Sands of Time. Really happy to finally have this. Now I have a proper copy in my collection. Next up is Witherfall, Nocturnes and Requiems. Finally was able to track down a copy of this. Of course, their vocalist, Joseph Michael, was replacing Warrell Dane on their tour when I saw them live with Iced Earth, and he impressed me so much that I just had to get this Witherfall album. Got the new Memoriam, The Silent Vigil. Have not spun this yet, but I really liked the first one, so I'm sure this one will be just as good. And since I recently got the shirt, I finally picked up some material from Bell Witch. This is Longing. I always did love this album cover, so really looking forward to listening to this. And of course their latest one, yeah, Mirror Reaper. Package of this is kind of bass-ackwards here. Not real fond of the sliding the discs in there, but it's whatever. Then we have Abysmal Torment, Cultivate the Apostate, another one that I've wanted to pick up for quite a while, and saw it super cheap on my Amazon wish list, so I went ahead and picked it up. And again, another one that the tray for some reason does not want to hold the disc in there securely. And last but not least, I used a Barnes & Noble coupon and picked up Necroresh, Satanic Slavery. Awesome, awesome death metal, and of course, really awesome album art. Definitely check these guys out if you haven't already. Whew. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.